Imagine being a capable student, but constantly being asked to learn in conditions that simply don't work for the way your mind processes information. A long page becomes overwhelming. A lecture continues after your focus is gone. Speaking on demand becomes difficult. An animation that motivates one student can completely distract another. That is why we built Type2Learn, but we didn't begin by deciding what neurodivergent learners needed.
We interviewed students, university educators, and a psychology professional. Then, once Type2Learn was working, we invited learners back to test what we had actually built. And something became very clear. One learner preferred silence. Another preferred pink noise. Another used lo-fi. Some wanted visual support. Others wanted almost no animation at all. Their differences became one of our most important design principles: choice before assumptions.
Type2Learn is an accessibility-first active learning platform with a non-profit mission. A learner can explore the platform in English or Urdu, sign in or continue as a guest where available, choose a course, and then shape the environment they are about to learn in. Layout, color, spacing, motion, background sound, text-to-speech, encouragement, even the mascot. Instead of forcing every student into one definition of accessibility, Type2Learn lets the learner remain in control. Then learning becomes active. Read an idea, recall it, type it or express it through speech, apply it, check your understanding, and return to exactly what needs work.
Around 80% of Type2Learn was built using native dot builder, which allowed us to rapidly turn our research and product design into a working application. When our native dot builder credits ran out, development didn't stop. We moved into manual engineering to complete integrations, debug the platform, extend the backend, strengthen accessibility, build the adaptive learning architecture, and harden the privacy and assessment systems. Type2Learn also uses Speechmatics for speech-to-text, allowing speech to become another way a learner can interact with learning activities rather than forcing everyone to respond through typing. Its AI and machine learning layer is deliberately bounded. Gemini handles ordinary course support, while specialist OpenAI models perform constrained adaptive and assessment tasks on the server. Model responses are schema-validated, checked against deterministic rules, and backed by authored fallbacks. If an AI provider fails, the learning experience does not.
And this is where adaptation becomes different from simply adding a chatbot. If a learner gets stuck, Type2Learn can provide the smallest useful support: a simpler explanation, a first step, read-aloud support, a visual explanation, or another way forward. Adaptive suggestions remain optional and reversible. The learner decides.
Our understanding checks are also designed differently. Instead of turning learning into score theater, an objective-based assessment monitor looks for evidence that specific curriculum objectives were demonstrated. If an objective needs more work, Type2Learn directs the learner toward targeted review. And we deliberately refuse to build a surveillance system around that process. Raw answers are not stored. Selected options are not stored. Answer keys are not exposed. Model reasoning is not stored. And numerical scores are not presented as a judgment of the learner. We preserve only the minimum information required to provide the next useful learning step.
And the people we originally designed with came back and tested it. They praised the customization, typing experience, language options, course settings, and interface. But they also found problems: offline access, scrolling, text-to-speech repetition, dark mode, navigation. Those criticisms matter just as much as the praise, because Type2Learn isn't research performed once before development. It's a product being shaped continuously by the people it is meant to serve.